What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It has been a hot minute. It's been a hot second since I've made one of these videos. And don't worry, guys, I haven't forgotten about you guys. I just have been busy with a lot of stuff going on with rotations, exams, things like that. All right, and as you can tell from the title of the video, I'm gonna go over 3 things that I like and 3 things that I dislike about my current OBGYN rotation. Here we go. All right, so I think we should start off with probably the dislikes so we can end on a good note as always. Hope you guys all have been doing well. I know it's been a while, but please don't forget to like the video. It does help the channel grow, and subscribe if you haven't already. But go ahead and comment down below what specialty you're most interested in, or if you ever have had experience in OBGYN, either as a volunteer or shadowing, or as a student or a clinician. So let me know down in the comments what your experience has been in OB-GYN, and yeah, I'm excited to read those responses. So we're gonna start off with the dislikes. I've only actually had 10 days of OB-GYN, and I've worked every single day except 4th of July, so that was nice to have that off, but I've worked every single day. So one of the biggest things that I dislike about OBGYN is the on-call. You can never predict when a woman's or a mother's water is gonna break, or when they're gonna go into labor. So you can predict it and you can get kind of close to a ballpark, but you never know, obviously down to the last minute or second or hours really, when that's gonna happen. So, the OBGYNs are always on call, generally on the days that they're on call for 24 hours. So from 7 a.m. to 7 a.m. The next day. So I haven't had much of a break. It's been super, super busy. It's one of my first times really experiencing being on call. And it's tough because when you're on call, you can't drink alcohol, you can't really, do anything that would impair any of your functioning. So when you're on call, you can't really, if you go out and you're still on call, you can't, drink alcohol, you can't do anything like that. So that's one thing that I dislike about this rotation is being on call. And you're not on call every single day, but the days that you're not in clinic, the next day, you're probably on call for 24 hours, or you'll be on call after your clinic shift. So it's been really busy with that. So let me take a step back and just kind of go over how my schedule is broken down. Usually Mondays we'll have clinic, all outpatient clinic, doing a lot of gyne procedures and annual checkups, things like that, OB checkups. And then Tuesday we'll probably be on call for 24 hours from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And when I'm on call, I go to the hospital in the morning, pre-round on all the patients, and then round with my preceptor. And then if there's any deliveries or any admits, we'll go ahead and see those patients or deliver those patients. On Wednesday, I'll probably have clinic again, outpatient clinic, and then Thursday on call again for 24 hours. And then Friday, he has some procedures done at a surgery center, outpatient surgery center, which is pretty cool. They'll do like hysterectomies, they'll do some bladder slings, things like that, where you can't really do it in an office setting. But that's that. And then Saturday, Sunday, my OB is usually on call straight from 7 a.m. Saturday till pretty much 7 a.m. Monday.
Halfway.
Which is crazy. Yeah, so then I go in again on those mornings to pre-round on those patients that we have, pre-op, post-op, and then any deliveries that we do have, we have to go see those patients and obviously deliver those patients. Usually scheduled C-sections. And then a few kind of spontaneous vaginal births. So that's the first thing I dislike about OBGYN is the on-call and how much on-call there is. And especially in Southern Nevada, there aren't a lot of specialists like in OB, so they're kind of spread thin throughout the whole valley. So you're definitely very busy. So it's a little bit harder with work-life balance from what I've seen. And I don't think that's something that I really want to sacrifice is, all that time on call or being at the hospital like on the weekends and stuff. So the second thing that I don't really like about OB-GYN is all the gyne procedures and all the PAPs that I have to do. So yeah, not sure what else to say about that, but obviously when we're in the outpatient setting, getting your pap smear as a woman is very, very, very important. You should start getting them when you're 21, and if everything's normal, generally it's every 3 years. If there is something abnormal that they find on the pap, they'll usually have you come in every year or so. But if everything's normal and you're very healthy, 3 years is usually the time frame that they want you to get your pap. But I know a lot of companies, a lot of medical groups, they want you to just get it done every year, and insurance does cover that as well. So it's more preventative, obviously, for cancer and things like that. Doing all those pap smears, doing all those pelvic exams, not really my favorite thing. Definitely very important, like I mentioned, and I've been getting better at them, so I'll be able to, if I ever do need to perform them, I'll be able to do that. I'm getting pretty good with the speculum. But yeah, not my favorite thing in the world. So that's the second thing that I don't really like about OBGYN is all the pelvic exams that you have to do. And thirdly, it's kind of like a broad dislike, but not really a dislike. I guess how to sum it up is I can't really relate to a lot of the things that the women are feeling, obviously, because I don't have those anatomical structures. So, some type of cramping or, vaginal pain that they might have, I might not be able to really understand how it feels. I could probably get an idea, but as a male, it is hard to fully, truly understand because I'm not going through any of that stuff, and I will not go through any of, the stuff that women have to go through. And especially, like delivering a baby, it's
keep pushing.
Crazy how much pain, not pain, but like how much work goes into it. And as a male, we kind of get the easy way out in terms of that. So, and like, women having to carry a baby for 9 months. So yeah, that's that. So moving on to the 3 things that I really like about my OB-GYN rotation. So number 1, the babies, the deliveries, that's my favorite part, when the mom gives birth and the baby comes out either vaginally, through C-section. It's really, really a great experience. It's a lot messier than you'd expect, a lot of blood loss, but in the end, when they're like weighing the baby, seeing how tall it is, and the dad cutting the umbilical cord, it's all really great and uplifting experience. And as a student, it's really nice to experience that. And a big thing that I really wanted out of this experience or my rotation was to see as many deliveries as I could, because I've never really seen one. And like I mentioned in one of my Instagram posts, I was a C-section as well. So shout out my mom for going through that with me. Appreciate you, I love you to death. But yeah, it's really awesome to see, births happening and being a part of that and assisting in the procedures as well. So when I'm assisting, I'll usually be like the 2nd or 3rd assist. Usually the procedures that I've seen, there's been at least 1 OB or maybe even 2. Majority of the time I've seen 2 OBs there to help each other out, which has been really nice. And then I'll either get to like suture up something at the very end or kind of help deliver the placenta. Another thing I really like about the OBGYN rotation is the mix of hospital, OR, clinic, inpatient, outpatient, and being able to experience all those different environments is really good as a student, just because you might not be able to work in a hospital, or you might not see those outpatient clinic experiences when you do start working. So it's really an invaluable experience, and I'm very glad to have that. The last thing I really like about my OB-GYN rotation, as a guy, you think of it as kind of a struggle sometimes, because there are a lot of female patients that don't want to have a guy student observe or help out. But for the most part, everyone has been very receptive. For me, I do really like having the female demographic as my patient group, because they're on top of their health. They, do the best for themselves. So I really like that in that sense. So that's been a really good plus. And women are very friendly. Like, you can't say that about every guy, but like for the most part, most of the patients that I've had in OB-GYN so far have been very, very, very nice. And it's an overall a great experience. So those are the 3 things I like and dislike about my OB-GYN rotation. Again, I'm only 11 days into my rotation, but that's how it's been so far. And overall, I've learned a lot. And shout out to my preceptor. We've been very, very busy, but he's still willing to teach me and answer any questions that I have. But I definitely needed this experience, because OB-GYN was one of my worst subjects in terms of like exams and stuff. So like in the PACRAT, it was like one of my lowest scores. So I'm very, very thankful that it's required, obviously. And as a future adult med primary care PA, I think it's gonna be super, significant and very helpful in the way that I practice and, help manage patients that are either looking to get pregnant, are pregnant, or have kids. If you made it this far in the video, please again like the video. I really appreciate you guys for sticking with me. I know it's been over a month since I posted a video, but definitely, hopefully, will try my best to put out more videos and content for you guys. 3.5 months before I graduate PA school, and then I'm gonna be taking the pants, and that's another story. That's another video for us to go over. But yeah, don't forget to be like my blood type, be positive. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.